Good afternoon guys and welcome to day 30 of my 31-day Shocktober review thingy, whatever it is. 2 left, 1 left after today. We're almost there. Right, so last night I watched, I think it was my movie for the 30th actually, Sadako versus Kayako. So for anyone that doesn't know what that is, the people from The Grudge versus The Ring, the Japanese, and this is a Japanese movie, it's not like an American remake or any of that stuff. It's the original. There's my head's itchy again. So, before I get started, I'll give you the usual little bits of information. I will probably butcher what's to come, but so here we go. This one was directed by Koji Shirashi, and the main stars of this one are Mitsuki Yamamoto, Tina Tamashiro, Amy Satowuka, and Misato Tanaka. There are some more, but those are the main ones. So, this movie follows 3 young girls, 2 of which are friends, 1 is in a sort of separate story. The girl that's on her own lives close to a house that's said to be haunted. That's actually inhabited by Kayako. I keep getting these 2 mixed up. Kayako's the one from The Grudge. The one that goes, can't do it. That one. Sadako is the one with the videotape from The Ring. So the other 2 girls are looking for a video to transfer their parents' wedding onto DVD as a present for them. They go to like an old store, find a video recorder, and obviously within that is the cursed tape of Sadako. They both sit down to watch. One of them gets a text message, so she's distracted from the screen and she doesn't actually see it, but the other girl does. And it's the whole, once you watch the video, 2 days later you're going to die. You get a phone call straight after. So obviously just the same premise that you have in the Ring movies. This movie brings the 2 together. I won't give you loads of spoilers as to things that happen, but the premise of this is very, it's very well advertised in what it is. In trying to help the young girl that has watched the video, the Sadako video, a famous medium, who's the only thing I didn't like about this movie. I didn't like the actor at all. I didn't like the character. I don't know if it's so much the actor. Hang on, we'll get his name for you. The spiritual medium was called Kyozo, and it's played by Masanobu Ando. Don't know if that means anything to you. His idea to try and save the girl from the curse of Sadako killing her is to bring forth the spirit of Kayako and have them face off against one another and destroy one another, thereby saving her from the curse. There is a story running concurrently along with this one of the young girl who lives near the house with Kayako in. 4 young lads have disappeared around that area. We, the viewer, get to see what happens. It's obviously got to do with the house. And that's your story. That's what happens. I've seen a lot of, like, what score does this have on IMDb? Not rated. Oh, no, hang on. 5.1 out of 10, which for a horror isn't too bad actually, because people tend to rate horrors really badly. I actually enjoyed this and I didn't think I would. I love Japanese horror. I love the whole feel of it. I love the original Ring movies. I love the original Grudge, you know, The Eye, all that sort of stuff, all the Japanese movies. I'm not that big a fan of the remakes, although I will admit they've done a decent job with The Ring. As a whole, I'm not a fan. This one, it had the Japanese eerie feel that they always do. People have complained that you don't see enough of the face-off between the 2 characters. Oh, you should have been able to see them ripping each other to bits and all this. But that's not how the Japanese do things. The Japanese have an air of just feeling unsettled the whole time that you watch something, feeling creeped out. They don't go in for gore and, well, people will say, have you seen Battle Royale? But you know what I mean, the Japanese are the masters of creepiness, of eeriness, of feeling unsettled, and this movie does all of those. There is imagery in this, as with the original movies. It's like, oh, that's horrible, I hate that. Like the facial expression on a person that's died, things like that, small things. This movie is very subtle. This movie doesn't have a lot of the 2 characters in, but I feel it has enough. I don't want to have it in my face every second. I don't want to be jump scared all the time. That doesn't do it for me. I like this creepy, unsettling storytelling. I like following the characters, getting to know them, getting to know their plight. it feels more, this sounds ridiculous, but it feels more realistic. If this existed, it feels like how it would really work. It's not just there to freak you out or to scare you. It's how it would be, you know. It's, you see, to me, you see enough. And the ending of this was like more than enough of the two characters meeting that I saw, and I was really happy with it. Because I think, because I understand how Japanese horror works, having watched an awful lot of it, and I understand how they like to climax, that sounds rude. They don't go in for the same sort of thing that generally a European and American would. Oh, fucking hell. There's one for my bloopers reel. So I think because I've watched a lot of Japanese horror and I understand how they tend to work, the sort of angle they tend to go for, they don't go for the same angle that American or European movies tend to do, and I love them for that. I love just the general feel of Asian movies, of Thai movies are awesome, Japanese movies, Korean movies. They're the movies that freak me out. I don't tend to get frightened of. Slasher movies don't frighten me. I'm not saying I don't like slasher movies, I do like quite a few, but they don't frighten me. A lot of things that American movies try to do with paranormal stuff doesn't frighten me. But the whole feel and air that Japanese horror has when it goes from a paranormal angle, I love that. That's just totally my cup of tea. It's totally what does it for me. So yeah, I would thoroughly recommend this. If you like the original Ring and Grudge movies, if you're not a fan of the Japanese style and you want to see a lot of effects and you want to see a lot of confrontation, probably not for you. But I think it's unfair that people have said it's meandering and slow. I don't feel it is. I feel it's typically Japanese in its style. So if that's something you enjoy, I think you would enjoy this. I'm going to rate this one a... I feel like I've done this a lot. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was excellent, but I did not think it was a masterpiece and awesomely wonderful, so it's not getting an 8 or a 9 from me. It'll get a 7 and a recommendation to watch. Tomorrow's movie and the last movie of all of Halloween, what I might do, but half of me is saying if I do this, well, I won't have achieved the 31 days. I was just going to put a Halloween video together with different bits, like we carved pumpkins last night and stuff like that, just so it was a Halloween day video. But then some buggers would say, well, you haven't done your 31 days of horror, have you? So I sort of feel torn. I'll see. What you will get tomorrow, you will get. You will get a video tomorrow. I promise a video will go up. I don't know as yet what the content of that will be, because I'm determined to do 31 days. I'm going to have to watch a movie and review it. I might watch a movie and say, yeah, I watched this last night, it was crap. That's your review. Who knows? So yeah, that's it. List of names of other buddies who've been in this from the start with me and told me at the start they were doing it. There are people that are not on there, but they didn't tell me they were doing it at the start, so I haven't added them as the month has gone on. So yeah, thank you so much as always for watching. As I've said before, my videos will be taking a dramatic downturn as from November. Purely I want to go back to having fun doing this. I'm not saying this hasn't been fun, it's been a challenge and some days I just couldn't be arsed, but it's like I've never done this before. I've just started this year, it's been my first year on YouTube, and there's just such an oversaturation of videos in October. You're not really getting a chance to watch people's videos you want to watch because you don't have time. And I, for one, I'm going to lessen that pressure next year on you guys, and I will not be doing it. Going forward from November, my intention is to do my weekly catch-up once a week. If there's a tag floating around that I'm interested in, I'll do the odd tag video. If we go anywhere vaguely interesting, I'll do a vlog. But videos should not be any more regular than maybe 2 a week. There will be the definite 1 a week, possibly 2 a week. And in December, I'm going to be doing Vlogmas. Now, that's supposed to be a video a day. But what I'm thinking of doing instead is a video a week, so that I can sort of... I don't think that I do enough interesting in one day for you guys to want to see it. I'm just not that interested, I apologise, but I may do one every week or one every maybe 3 or 4 days. We'll see. I will obviously also still be doing my 3 from the grave, but that is only... Oh, my foot has gone to sleep and it hurts. That's only 1 video a month, so that's like not a massive undertaking, and the video is usually short, usually 5 minutes. I love doing this with these guys. They're just such Someone's... Oh, Molly, shut up. Molly, I'm trying to do a video here. I love doing the videos with the Three from the Grave guys. We just get on like a house on fire. We've got very similar outlooks on things. There's no ego, any of that stuff, so it's awesome. We really enjoy working together, so I will always make time for that. As it's not a massively regular thing, it doesn't mean I have to stay up massively late. I can do it at my own leisure, so it's awesome. So there will be a video coming out in October. We're doing the movie Thanksgiving. There will be one in December that's Christmas themed. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what that movie is yet. And there will be one once a month. In the future we may, on the occasion, do a live stream. I don't know, it hasn't been discussed. We'll work that out. But yeah, that's all from me for today. I will see you guys tomorrow with my last 31 days of horror Shocktober movie review challenge. So over and out from Lisa Loves.